deep in the woods of a Cincinnati park, an adventure for those whose lives are normally heavily restricted.
Big tree root coming up.
Doug Frank is all in for every twist and turn. So are Diane, Mary, and a handful of kids.
These hikes are 45 minutes long. They're in the middle of the woods, putting those with disabilities in situations they normally would not be, along with the Sherpas, the volunteers who are carrying them.
He likes that he's hanging with friends.
All right, ready? You guys ready?
Have fun, Mr. Doug.
It's Doug's fourth hike, and he and his mom are sold.
All of these people at this church are the most amazing group of people. They all befriend him. They don't just do the typical chatter that you get from strangers. They want to know him.
And for a man used to battling cerebral palsy, the woods offer a welcome challenge.
He's almost looking forward to getting a little hurt because that's what everybody else, they'd come home and they'd say, I had this great time, but I hurt my elbow or twisted my ankle or something.
Yeah.
And to him, that would be a good reason to hurt your body instead of just therapy.
Yeah.
Pastor Kevin Schwieger started Luke 5 Adventures right before the pandemic. His aha moment, returning from a hike and realizing a wheelchair-bound friend might be hurt if he talked about his fun time.
It just haunted me and hurt my heart to realize that she would never, ever be able to experience this side of heaven what I had experienced. And that just bothered me to the core.
On a quest to help not only his friend, but others like her, Schwieger discovered an all-terrain one-wheeled chair. It's made in France and popular in Europe, but unknown here at home. He also discovered more about the country's disability community, with more than 60 million adults and 3 million kids. Landmark research on these children shows those with chronic health conditions often never become part of a church community. 1 in 4 with developmental delays, learning disabilities, or anxiety never attend a service, as well as 1 in 3 with brain injuries, autism, or speech problems.
The world of families living with disabilities is a lonely island of despair for most of them. And there is literally 0 chance for them to get off the sidewalk, out of the bedroom.
The ministry, named after the men in Luke 5 who carried their friend to Jesus, does just that, carrying those with disabilities where they cannot go. The simple concept has proved life-changing for both those in the chair and their families. Laura and her husband have 2 children with chronic health conditions and say the hikes provide much-needed fellowship and a break as the volunteers care for their kids.
To not have to worry where this wheelchair needs to go or without it falling or what path can we take. But we're out there and we're able to just relax and be at peace with each other and converse and just be quiet.
Many hikers and their families also recognize that time in God's creation is restorative. Whitney Blackston's 8-year-old daughter can't see or talk, but she loves the outdoors. On one hike, that meant plunging her tiny hand into a stream.
She experiences God's creation through hearing the birds, hearing the insects, and feeling nature, the trees, the leaves. She actually asks to go as often as she can go.
Luke 5 has strategically partnered with the Cincinnati Children's Hospital and the Parks Foundation to broaden support and expertise. The faith-based nonprofit trains its volunteers to safely transport hikers, and that includes carefully strapping them in at the start.
You know, we're leading them one way and the other as we go around the trails, or we're going down and up, sometimes very steep inclines, and we've been in places where it's very steep. As you can see, our chair is a one-seat-fits-all.
The day we visited, the team took extra care securing Betty, a former hiker who now battles ALS. Moments later, the smiles and joy showed just what it all meant.
It's not rocket science, it's love.
Schwieger has a vision for Luke 5 and its multiplication. Churches across the country reaching these unreached people and their families through a ministry that draws people together in the most beautiful places in their communities. Reporting in Southwest Ohio, Heather Sells, CBN News.